Welcome to day 11 out of my 28-day somatic journey. My name is Cheryl. Welcome to Yoga in Small Spaces. And if you've been following from day one, basically what's happening is every day I am introducing 2 somatic movement flows each day. And I'm doing it straight consecutively for 28 days. And I've been noticing for myself, uh, really becoming more in tune with what to expect with my body, with certain movements, not just somatic movements, but also I also do cardio every day. I do foundation training. I do a 30-minute hatha or yin vinyasa practice. And then I also have a 3-minute breath work that I do every day. Today is a little bit later than I normally do my somatic practice. We are getting closer to supper time, but today was a day of truck oil change and getting a run out of the way, dog walks, maintenance of the RV. So here I am a little bit later in the day, but that's okay. So today I'm going to do 2, as I said, somatic movement flows. One is standing and the other one will be when I'm laying down on the ground. So what's going to happen is I will pause the video for in between just so I can move my camera down to when I come down to the floor. So this is what's going to happen. This is my nice little Canadian outfit of the day. You know, a little plaid, a little bit of harem pants. Not that that's Canadian, but I love them. So here we go. We're going to start with Miracle Moment. And I love the somatic movement flow Miracle Moment. I find it goes with the mind. It's just an amazing way of looking or of connecting and visually seeing the increase in mobility and flexibility within the spine and the body with such a gentle flow. So you're going to start with your feet just standing in mountain pose. You can have your feet hip width apart. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And I'm just noticing standing in mountain pose, how everything is feeling. My neck is still a little bit tight today. I did feel a release earlier after my yoga practice. Let's just see how this goes after these 2 poses or movements. Just connecting with a beautiful inhalation, exhalation, nostril breathing. Starting to connect with my parasympathetic nervous system, which means I'm just starting to come inward, more relaxed, more calm. And I'm going to be starting with my right side. On the camera, it looks like your left or my left. I'm not mirroring you, but I am starting with my right. Okay. So for a pre-check for the Miracle Moment, I'm going to extend my right arm out nice and slow. I'm going to start rotating my body. I am moving my hips in this rotation, and I'm just following my arm on where I am in mobility, where the body naturally wants to stop. So my fingers are pointing about 12 inches in on this back blind. I'm going to put a dot there, and then I'm going to come back to center. Okay. I'm going to inhale and exhale. Moving into the first round, first set. I'm going to extend the right arm out in front of me. Rotating just my upper torso. My hips stay forward. My right arm is opening up and I'm watching my arm. And wherever my body naturally stops, where I'm not going into a full stretch reflex, I'm going to hold. And then I slowly release. There's my pendiculation. I have muscle contraction. And allow my right arm to come down. Pause. I have 2 more of those. Here we go. Extending right arm. Following, watching my arm, keeping my hips forward. This is where I'm going. Pausing, kind of hugging my shoulder inwards and my shoulder blade towards the spine. And then I slowly release. Arm down. One more. Extending, opening up, keeping hips forward. It's a nice, slow, gentle movement. Not experiencing any sensory motor amnesia on this side. Just a nice little contraction here. And then slowly releasing. And down. Second set. This time, when I open up to the right with my right arm, I'm going to be turning my head gently to the left. I'm going to do 3. Here we go. Extending, opening up, my arm to the right, turning my head to the left. Ooh, right there. Pause. Gently releasing. And down. It's always important to take a pause in between each one. Number 2, extending my right arm. I'm going to keep my eyes closed for these last 2. Opening up, remember right arm to the right, turning the neck gently to the left. No strain or pain. Feeling that muscle contraction. Pause. A nice, beautiful stretch. Or I shouldn't say stretch. It's like a pendiculation when we yawn. And releasing the yawn. Down. Because I lost count, I'm going to do one more. Extend. Opening up. Breath is smooth. Jaw is relaxed. And releasing. Arm down. Going to go into my post check. So remember that on my pre-check, I was about 12 inches in my rotation on this back blind. See if I grew anything. So on the pre and post check, you do allow the hips to rotate with the movement. Okay. So extending, rotating, watching my right arm, rotating. Whoa. That's why it's called the miracle moment. I don't know if you can see this, but my right arm has pointing to the back window. So amazing. Sorry, I get so excited. All right. Love it. I love it. Okay, left side. Here we go. I'm going to take a breath first. I got really excited there. Inhale and exhale. Here I go. Pre-check on the left side. Extending my left arm. I can move my hips with this. I'm rotating hips and torso. Just doing my pre-check. I'm about halfway on my blind. And then coming back, or back wall. I don't know if you can tell it's a blind. It's a blind. All right, here we go. First set is when I'm rotating my neck the same way. Hips stay forward. Here we go. Extending. Opening, keeping my hips forward. I'm just putting my right hand there to make sure my hips don't turn. Oh, there's my max mobility. Pause. And coming back to center. Pause. Number 2, extend. Open up. Woohoo. Eyes closed. Take away that visual sensation. I'm just looking for the feel. Interoception. I'm such big words in me. But that's okay. I'm learning. Pause. You always want to have a pause between each one. Last one. Extending. Opening up. Keeping my hips forward. And coming back to center. Release. Round 2, set number 2. My neck is going to turn right while my arm is opening up to the left. Hips stay forward. Here we go. Extending. Opening the arm, so shoulder to the left. Turning my head to the right. Pause. Gently back to center. And release. Number 2, extending. Opening. Remember, your head turns the opposite way. Pause. Then come back to center. Pause. One more. Extend. Open my arm to the left. Turning my head gently to the right. Pause. And then coming back to center. Pause. Now I'm going to go into that post check. So on my rotation, on my pre-check, my fingers were pointing towards the middle of my back wall. Let's see where I am now. Extending, opening up on the post and pre-checks. Hips rotate with torso. Back window, opposite side. It's phenomenal. Come back to center. Deep breath in. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. I'm going to get ready to set up on the floor. Just be back in 1 second. I'm back. All right. See, 1 second. Our next one is basically a somatic movement flow called looking over shoulder. I want you to be really mindful with this one if you have any upper back, neck issues and shoulder issues. It's to build fluidity in the head, neck, shoulders, arms, upper back, mid back, lower back, all the way to hips and torso, hips and pelvis. But I also know for myself to be very mindful on the rotation of my neck, especially where it has been kind of tight lately. I just want to really listen to what my body is saying. I'm going to take my mic off because I'm going to put it in front of me or to the side, just so I'm not covering the mic while I'm on my belly. So to come into this, first for the pre-check, you're just laying on your back with legs extended, which is just like a corpse pose. And just noticing what you're feeling from the top of the head all the way down to the toes. Notice any discomfort or sensations you weren't expecting. Does one side feel longer than the other? Are the feet nice and relaxed, rotating out? Are the hips nice and loose? So for myself, a little tension on the right side of my neck. My lower right side, if you've been watching this daily, my right lower back feels really good today. So I don't want to jinx that, but it feels really good. So I'm going to make my way onto my belly. And I'm going to lay down. Legs are just relaxed in the back. Okay. I'm going to lay down with my right ear on the mat. And I'm going to start with my left side just because that's what's facing the camera. Put my mic right there. Here we go. Almost got through this without coughing. Oh my goodness. All right. I'll fix my little plaid going on here. There we go. Okay. So to come into this, shoulders are down, like hands are flat on the mat, forearms are on the mat. And I'm just going to start lifting my elbow, shoulder, head gently comes up, look over the shoulder, pause, and then gently release down. So for myself on that, because my right side's tender on my neck, felt a little bit more of a pull on that. So I'm going to be very mindful on that coming into my second one. I haven't felt any bumps or anything or disconnect with what my brain is telling my body to do, but I do notice the discomfort on my right side of my neck. So let's try number 2. I'm going to lift the elbow, followed by my shoulder coming up. Head gently comes up. I'm just going to turn my head to what feels right there. I'm not going to go any further. If you have more of a rotation, you are more than welcome to add that. And then gently release. One more. Here we go. Elbow followed by the shoulder. Head gently lifts up. And I'm just going to stop there. I'm feeling this also now on my lower right side, my lower right back. And then gently release. And pause. I'm going to just move to the left side, or should say right side. So moving my mic over because I'm turned away from you. Ooh. So for me, turning my head this way because my right side is super tight, I'm just going to go more on my forehead because when I'm like, if I try to get my left ear to the mat, it's really uncomfortable. I know to listen to my body and not to push it. So I'm going to put my forehead on the ground. And here we go. Right elbow, right shoulder, gentle lift of the head. Pause. It's funny, I can come up a little bit higher on this side. And then gently release. Pause. Funny, that first one, I'm able to rotate my head a little bit more. My ear does not come down, but I'm not on top of my forehead now. I'm on like more my temple. Here's number 2. Elbow, shoulder, lift my head, gently turn, pause, and head, shoulder, elbow. I don't know what you can see in the camera if you can tell the difference, but my left ear is now starting to connect with the mat, and I don't have that discomfort in my right side of my neck. This is the last one. Here we go. Elbow, shoulder, head, looking over, pause, gently release. Head, shoulder, elbow. I'm just going to turn onto my back, do a body scan. just to see if I feel anything different. It was cool though, on the right side. Eventually that left ear came to the mat with no constraints. My right side of my neck feels a little bit longer, like there was a gentle release. Not a full release yet, but there's a release. My hips feel more open. Pelvis feels very accepting. Lower back feels amazing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. That felt great. I'm gonna bend my knees, come on to my mat. Wow. So the two for today, somatic movement flow, miracle moment. Oh, you saw it. It was a miracle. I love it. And I've worked with other people with it. And it's such a visual aha moment. It's amazing. And that looking over the shoulder, just that release in my right side of my neck, not fully, but just how my head was able to slowly rotate and let go every time I came back down to the mat was phenomenal. Anyways, thanks for joining me for day 11. I truly appreciate you joining me on this journey. If you have any questions, any feedbacks, put a comment in or send me a DM. And if you're looking for more info on me, I have a website, www.yogainSmallSpaces.com. Also, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Yoga in Small Spaces with Cheryl. Have a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic month. You'll see me tomorrow. Bye.